Hello guys, today I am going to tell about the movie, The Hot Chick. The story begins at ancient Ethiopia. Princess Navi doesn't want to marry the chosen one assigned to her, so she turns to black magic. She uses a pair of magic earrings. Navi puts one earring on herself and the second on her slave, after which they change bodies, and now she can get rid of an unwanted marriage and marry the king and become rich. Then we move to the future and see Jessica, a young beautiful school cheerleader. She is the most popular girl in school, but her personality leaves a lot to be desired. We see it when she tricked a plump girl into going out on the stage in the costume of the mascot of the opposing team. After that, the whole school throws and boos at her. Then we see how she mocks the girl in her class because she got the highest score for the historical project. Jessica goes to the mall with her best friends buying a milkshake from a young guy. Being confident in her stunning look, she licks her finger, causing the guy to have a variety of feelings. He allows them not to pay for the cocktail. Apparently she does this trick not for the first time. They are walking along the mall when they encounter cheerleaders from another school. Those are their sworn rivals, led by Bianca. Jessica exchanges malicious jokes with her. On the way out of the mall, Jessica notices an African-themed shop where she finds a box with those same gold earrings. But the owner of the store refuses to sell them, claiming that it is a very valuable artifact. But Jess can't be stopped already. The moment when the owner of the store turned away, she replaces the earrings and allegedly buying the other ones. Further, we get acquainted with a loser thief who is trying to rob the filling station. But the cash machine is almost empty. So, in order not to leave empty-handed, he grabs a full bag of chips with sauce. At this moment, Jessica's car drives up to the gas station. Rob tries to sneak away, but the girls, seeing him, decide that he is a refueler. So as not to reveal himself, he fuels the car. Jessica also makes him check the oil level. And the moment he was checking, she honks the horn, so he hits his head. When the girls left, the robber finds a gold earring that Jessica dropped. In the evening, her boyfriend Bill comes to her and they exchange their personal greeting. Jessica comes down to him. The couple hides behind a tree. Bill is trying to get Jessica to bed and offers her to go snowboarding with him on the weekend. By that he assumes something more, but the girl refuses because she is not ready yet. At night, Jessica talks to her friend and then falls asleep without noticing that she has only one earring. On the other side of the town, Rob, after finding an earring in his bag, puts it on for a joke. When Jessica wakes up in the morning, she is shocked because life has not prepared her for this. She steals her father's clothes and runs away from home to go to school. She wants to tell her best friend April what happened and meets her on the school field, where she begs her to believe. But April gets scared and sprays her friend with pepper spray. After rolling off the podium, she tells April how they first met, and it seems that the friend begins to believe her. After Jessica managed to convince her best friend, they go home to April to sort out the situation. Jessica is trying to put in order her new body, so to feel at least a little as before. And of course, she shows her dignity to April. The next day, Jessica and April try to convince two other girls that Jessica is stuck in this not very pretty male body. Finally, she manages to do it after hearing what they really think about her. Now they all together went back home, where Jessica shows her friends this thing again. They assume that perhaps this is a curse, which someone who doesn't like her put on her. This surprises Jess because she thinks that everyone loves her. While her friends are looking for possible candidates, Jessica decides to sneak home to take clothes when she comes across with her father. He decides that Jessica is a new gardener. Having no other choice, Jessica plays along. While she is mowing the grass, father approaches her, offering to take a break. They are talking and father begins to complain to his new friend that he hasn't had intimacy with his wife for a very long time. And Jessica is not very pleasant to hear that. Then we see how Jessica, along with her friends, went to the plumpy girl who we met at the beginning of the movie. Assuming that since she understands science, it could be her handiwork. But the girl explained that even if she wanted to make it, it would be impossible. Jessica realized that she was too cruel to her, and they made peace. So now, all together they went to the next suspect. Eden, the girl that we saw earlier. She denies her involvement. Jessica asks her to help because in her opinion, Eden understands such things. And after a ritual demonstration of dignity, Eden says that it looks like ancient Brazilian black magic. Also, Eden says that those who use such magic should have a Scorpio tattoo. Suspicions fall on the old rival from another school, Bianca, who often hangs out in the famous nightclub of the city. But before going there, girls decide to put Jessica in order and take her to the shopping mall to do her hair and dress her up. When they come to the bar, they decide that Jessica should roll up to Bianca in order to find a tattoo on her. But before that, she gets into several awkward situations because being in man's body, she's still behaving like a girl. That causes different thoughts of people around. Finally, she finds Bianca on the dance floor. Jessica starts dancing with her, trying to find a tattoo at the same time. She even tears off her jacket to see her back. But there was no tattoo there either. That meant that Bianca had nothing to do with it. With no more options, Jessica decides to go back to school, trying to move on and live. She goes to the headmaster to get a job as cleaner. So she's back at school. In the bathroom, Jessica bumps into Billy at the most inopportune moment. She wants to talk to him, but he runs away from her, thinking that it's just some strange guy. Her friend April is also facing some problems with her boyfriend because he came back from the weekend mountains trip, but his whole neck is in hickeys. He lies to her and says that it's just a rash, but April of course understands everything. Then we see Rob in Jessica's body, who steals a pack of tampons from the store, but he doesn't know what to do with them. Jessica returns home to work as a gardener again. Her father suggests playing basketball. During a game, Jessica tries to give him some tips on how to bring the passion back into their family life. At night, Jessica and her friends find on the internet the reason why all this happened to her. On the next day, they rush to the store where she stole the earrings. The owner tells them a story about Navi, who we saw at the beginning of the movie. She says that if they don't put things back the way it was until the full moon, the process will become irreversible. Now the girls have a goal to find an earring. They ask people at the mall and put up ads on the street. Meanwhile, Jessica continues to work as a cleaner at school. Accidentally, she overhears a conversation between Billy and April's boyfriend. The last advises him to leave Jessica and find another girl for himself. But Bill says that he truly loves her and wants to be with her only. After hearing these words, Jessica starts crying. Later, while working at home, he talks to her mother. Mother misunderstands her compliments and pounces on her like a lioness on prey. After struggling from her mother, Jessica says that she is more into boys in fact. And to support the upset mother, she offers to do her makeup. When her father comes back and sees Jess washing mother's back, he throws her out and gets into the bathroom with his wife. As long as Jessica does not have time to return her body to graduation, April offers to go together. And Jessica agrees because in her opinion, it will also be a great way to take revenge on April's ex. But it seems that her friend is just starting to feel sympathy for her. Gildenberg is watching TV, and the news tells us about a beautiful girl that lures men into an alley near the club and beats them up. She recognizes Jessica. On the graduation day, the director stumbles upon the app of the criminal, recognize him as a new cleaner. Jess and April come to the graduation party and do everything to make April's ex-boyfriend jealous. When he sees them, he gets angry and leaves. But for April it doesn't matter anymore because her best friend is in body of a handsome guy and she starts hinting to Jess that can be sign of fate. But Jessica rejects her because she loves Billy. When he comes, Jess goes to him and tries to convince him that it's her. She almost succeeded, but when she tried to kiss him, he couldn't handle it and ran away. She's upset, but Gildenberg tells her friends that she knows where the real Jessica's body is. Rob, who is now in her body, decided to make profit of her beauty and works at striptease club. So friends go there and finally Jessica meets with an imposter in her body. Jess asks to give the earring back to return everything as it was, but Rob does not want to return to the life of a loser anymore. Jess gets mad and tries to strangle the imposter, but the owner of the bar intervenes, pointing to the rule that says no strangling the dancers. But it doesn't matter anymore because she managed to steal an earring, and before she puts it on, she says April that she will find a good guy for herself for sure, and they will still be friends. At this moment, April's ex-boyfriend comes to the club and sees the body of Jess and orders a dance. But while she is dancing, Jess puts on an earring and they change their bodies. And now there is a hairy man on the podium instead of a beautiful girl. Then we see him being taken away by the police and happy friends meet Bill. He hugs her and says that everything that happened is not important because he loves her, and this is the most important thing. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you are having a nice day. If you like my videos, please subscribe, it will be a great motivation for me. See you in the next videos.